It's your boy Lope, live in the kitchen podcast. I'm back with another one. And today I'm going to touch on crack game, rap game. Same metaphor, same hustle, different things, different players. Shout out to the sponsors, 48 Hour Records. Shout out to Girls and Pistols Production. Shout out to the Island Vibe Cuisine on 675 Blue Hills Avenue, Hartford, Connecticut. Shout out to the Good Chef on IG, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Check him out. The menu good. He delivered. Check out the Tobacco Shack in Windsor, Connecticut on Windsor Ave. Yeah, just shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody that listens to the show. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody. Trust me, I appreciate y'all. I need for y'all to like, share, comment. You know, share that shit everywhere. Word. That's how the platform get bigger. It ain't no me without you. I'm going to say that all the time because I appreciate whoever listens. I don't care if it's one person listening or 100,000. At least somebody took the time out to listen to what I had to say. But this is what led me into this discussion tonight about this. I watched the Jaja episode. She used to be with Dipset. Shout outs to her. And she said some real genuine shit in her interview, and I kind of dig that. You know, about how dudes get these contracts, they go on tour, they only get paid $200-$300. I understand everybody got to pay dues, but if you see certain men in certain situations, I think you should help them out, especially if you know they got star potential. Shout outs to Stack Bundles, Max B, all those dudes that was down in Dipset. But I was sitting here listening to it, and I had to watch it twice because I didn't want to believe what I was hearing, but when she was saying it sounded so genuine, it sounded so real that it gotta be some truth to it. Like, Jim, you had all those dudes. You had Melberta, you had the dude. No, you had a roster, and you could have did things with them. You should have utilized the people right, and if you knew that they had these talents, you should have invested into their talents and not try to rip them off because you need the money. I understand. You're the CEO. You running the show. You want to probably doing all, I get it. But if you know a man is in trouble and dire need, like such as Stack Bundles, help him. Help him out. There's nothing wrong with helping him. Pretty sure he would have reciprocated all that bread for you. You know? Do you have a conscience about him dying, or how do you what do you feel now that the man is gone? The man been gone 12 years, but we would never know what his music was like because it was taken. Like in the instance of Death Row. Imagine if everybody would have still fell in line and Suge ran that shit right. That shit would probably be like a $4 or $5 billion company right now. I'm pretty sure shit could have adjusted to the times and whatever. Sometimes you gotta leave that street shit out in the streets. If you bringing that shit to the boardroom, your success is not gonna go far because you already done set the precedent. I'm a gangster. I'm this and I'm that. I'm blood, crip, whatever. That's cool. Whoop-de-whoop. Do that on your spare time. But when you going in these offices, wear some regular shit. Don't flash, I'm with this and I'm with that. Nah. Let them talk about it in the music, but not to the degree where it's getting you indicted. But, yeah, whatever. You want to shed light on the culture or whatever you down with, that's cool. But I don't think you need to bring that to the rap game. That goes like with Wu-Tang. No, even back to Death Row, y'all had Snoop, Dre. Y'all had big artists, and it went down the drain for nothing. And Suge doing 28 years. Come on. Just think about all these movies still could have went down straight out of Compton. All the little pop documentaries could have, his movie could have still came out, and it could have probably been better if he was there to actually tell it and give that insight to it. This shit is just like the streets, though, because in the streets, you got a leader. Nigga got all the work, whatever. You still got to go see that man. It's just like you got to go get your check from the CEOs, and you still got to go get your work. You still got to go do other things. You got to re-up with that man. He know what your money like. Just like the record, they know if you sell 4 million records, they know they generated 40 million. You probably get like 12 to 16 million out of that. Don't ask me about the bad, but I just know it's around the figures. You don't get all of that unless you're a big star. You'll probably break even to get half and get 20, 25 if you Jay-Z on a $40 million deal, or Beyonce. But people that's like regular, they get 12 million, 16 million maybe. After taxes and everybody else then took whatever they needed to take. Trust me. Shit ain't, that's why you think a lot of dudes stay on tour. That's just like why niggas stay on the block, because it's not just enough money. Yeah, you got $1 million, but $1 million could go fast, rapidly. Think about it. On some G shit. It's just like with Wu-Tang. They had stars. They put out albums. Bobby, RZA, shout out to him. He a good producer, but he probably wasn't a good businessman. So he probably was making bad business decisions for Wu-Tang. They had dope rappers. They had Raekwon, Ghostface, Method Man, GZA, RZA, Old Dirty. He a legend. Like, rest in peace, man. Like, that's wild. Like, I don't understand. It's just so many, like, bad boy. He try to hang in there, but now that shit just revolt TV. And he with her. I feel like if he probably would have let Big step in a little bit early, like Big was trying to do, Bad Boy probably would be totally different. The music would be, everything would be, probably still be jumping over there. Maybe. I don't know. Can't say, but a lot of shit get cut short because of other shit. Just like in the street, shit get cut short because you're making a left when you're supposed to make a right. It's like that. And this music shit, though, it's totally different because once you sign something, unless you got some good ass lawyer, you can't really go back on it. Like in the streets, I'm sure you snitch on a nigga, you can't go back. You can. Well, I don't know. Certain cities you could, but in most places you can't. Places I know is real. I know you can't. Better not did, but the shit different. The climate different. The times different. The shit, the vibe, everything. This shit's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, Master P, for the most part, he kept his shit intact, but the only thing with his shit was a lot of people went to jail, got killed, So, I get it. A lot of people stopped wanting to do music and do things. Like Birdman, he had a machine. Same thing. But he never let his son own anything, which is weird. Like, to this day, I never knew, Lil Wayne had to go back and fight for all that shit. He brought them artists he did this, he did that. That truck fit, he ain't own none of that shit. He was doing a whole bunch of for nothing. Like, he should have been nigga should have hundreds of millions of dollars. He should have at least $200 to $300 million. That's the type of money he was generating. And Playboy, his dad, Birdman, shout out to him, but you know what you was doing. You was doing bad business practice. Lining your pockets and not lining the artist. Like, you see Juvenile had to come back soon. Mandy Fresh. He had to get Turk some bread when he come home because Turk on a different type of time. I'm pretty sure BG on a different type of time. He got to get him me some money when he come home. Yeah. Like, It's crazy. Slip and slide, Trina, Trick Daddy. Y'all had Rick. If y'all would have did it right, y'all could have kept Rick Ross. It's like, it's everything. It's just like the streets. Niggas that had top earners and start disrespecting them, niggas that go get their own crew. It's like Diplomats. Like, they formed. They was hard in the culture. Like, gotta understand how hard they was in the culture. Like, they was the streets to niggas in the early 2000s, even going into the later 2000s. Like, yeah, they had a stronghold on the music shit, just like niggas that have a stronghold on a certain block for years, and then your reign be over. Not to say it in a fucked up way, but new niggas come along, and that's how it be. Music shit too. It's like new crews coming along, and look how they, it seems like they get along pretty good. Like the Baby, he got, his little record label. Sound like, Young Thug, people like that, Pee Wee Longway, they all, Skipper, the Flipper, all them Migos, they got they entities, but they all together. Pick up an album, they'll probably be on somebody's album or somebody, they, and vice versa. Go either way. That's how it be. It's crazy. It's just like, I think back, like Mobb Deep, like, I don't know, they never really had no artists, but they had niggas that came around to rap, but if they was the main core. Rest in peace to Prodigy too, but if like all of that would have still kicked off and they would have still was able to produce music with P spitting his bars like even up until he died, just imagine. Come on, man. It's a lost art in this shit. Like, it seemed like even Biggie, when he formed Junior Mafia could have, could have did something. Black Moon could have did something, Fat Joe had Terror Squad. There's a lot of crews what I'm saying, there's a lot of crews that have chances to influence and change it and flip it and do shit with it, but just never got around to doing it. I don't know why, but it just never happened. Never transpired. Like Tekashi, nigga had a year run. Y'all let him come for a year. Have like 9 songs in the top 100 at one time. Make some money and then go to jail. Yeah. That shit crazy. Like, and this shit stemmed from the streets, but he ain't spewed nothing into the streets, but what I'm saying is all like parallel. If you feel me, if you get the drift. If you listen, and if you've been listening long enough, you understand what I'm saying. It was just all the same. But and then we gotta think back. Just think back. Think back to African Bambaataa, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Flash, Run DMC, LL Cool J, MC Lyte, MC Shan, Shantae, Roxanne, Shantae, shout out to her, MC Hammer, all of those people, Jay-Z when he first came, Biggie, Pop, Slick Rick, LL Cool J, Cannabis, anybody, you know what I mean. Black Moon, Diamond D, MC Search, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Heavy D and the Boys. Damn, it's just mad, like, and they all had their own spin on it. Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Luke, 2 Live Crew, 69 Boys, Jermaine Dupri,